Hey everyone, welcome into the channel. It's Karen, Lavender Clothesline, and Roger,
good morning,
Mr. Lavender Clothesline. It is Monday morning. We are sitting in the Goodwill parking lot getting ready to go into the store. There's already a line. People line up like well before the store opens, kind of like getting concert tickets. Just crazy. And Roger packed us a snack bag today, so you know we're going to be here pressing in and getting all the good stuff. Oh, you're going to show the people what we brought?
Yeah, some Nature Valley protein. You have to split these. There's only one of these. I have 2 protein bars, only 1 pack of crackers, and of course water.
Always lots of water.
Always have to have water with us.
Really, you never know how long you're gonna stay in Goodwill. Sometimes when good stuff is coming out, we press in for hours. You guys know that. All right, hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get in the store. Let's go thrifting together. All right, we are officially in the door. It is green tag. I remember to look. All right, we are on the framed artwork aisle, and this caught my attention. Now, the frame is definitely modern. You can see the way it's very glossy, I'm gonna call it. A lot of the older frames are dry looking or more matte. And this is like a, what do we call this? Like a, not primitive. All right, I'm gonna call it primitive because I can't think of the name of the style. But here's the thing, Dream Framer, Creative Framing and Gallery. Somebody paid to have this print framed. Now maybe it's just because, you know, it reminded them of their grandson or their dog or whatever. But to get this framed had to have been at least $20 by a professional framer. And you can see that it was a professional by the way that the hanging wire is installed with the little eye hooks. So very interesting. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm not going to pick it up, but I thought I would show that. All right, some bookends with a decoupage on it. Oh, is this good for Halloween? Old Salem Apothecary. Spells, potions, charms, and relics. $4.99. That's a shame it's $4.99. But you know what? This might be good for the booth for Halloween. So I think I am going to grab this. I'll probably only charge like $12 for it. But I really want to have some Halloween things in the booth. So I'm really trying to prepare ahead of time. All right, we're going to put that in. I did grab a Christmas, like religious table runner. And it's just handmade. Okay, well, oh, we have some things here. First of all, we have a stocking holder. I always look for the Pottery Barn ones. I do well with those. Oh, a miniature. Now that's just a print. It's not like an oil or anything. $1.99. This is an absolute yes. These are the types of miniatures that I talk about all the time. Portraits are good, landscapes are good, and Jesus is always good. It's always a good one. All right, we're gonna put that in. What else? We have another little wood frame here. It's not real wood. It's probably just plastic. Yeah, it feels like plastic. From Target, 2020. Oh, 2020 was a hard year for all the stores, wasn't it? I remember after all the stores opened back up, after, you know, they were shut down, there was so much inventory in Goodwill. Okay, that is hand done. MTS 1718. Okay, this person has talent. Not really my favorite colors. That is very interesting. $2.99. That's really not bad. I don't know who would want this though. Like, what kind of aesthetic, what kind of home decor do you have that you're going to hang that? I guess mid-century modern, I would say, for those colors. Maybe even the 70s, because in the 70s we saw a lot of reds and greens and oranges. Interesting, but I don't think that would be a especially fast seller for me. Another piece of artwork. Here are some little frames. They're photo frames though. Everybody having gallery walls in their homes, like that's been trending for quite a few years now, has really spurred the interest in different prints to create those gallery walls. So I always try to keep my eye on the art section, the frames. Wow, that's unique. Okay, that's like a 3D picture. Not sure what I think about that. Probably not good. Forgive me if my voice is a little hoarse today. I don't know what I was doing to create that. I think it's just maybe a summer situation. I feel fine. I don't have a cold, but definitely a little bit of laryngitis or just raspiness. Okay, we have a calico cat blackboard. I don't know what I wanted to say there. Lots of wood items, a wood cigar box. When I first started selling on eBay, I did pick up cigar boxes quite often because a lot of people were making guitars out of them and different instruments. And I did quite well with them. Oh, here's a picture of Hawaii. I'm wondering if that's a postcard and somebody framed it. I almost like that. Okay, this was sold in Kirkland's, so not handmade. It is the official tchotchke aisle. I don't think Goodwill calls it that. That's what I call it. Sparkling tinsel in shaker bottle. Look at the age on that bottle. Okay, is vintage glitter a thing? Is it any different? I think vintage glitter is different than modern day glitter. How's that for a bold statement? I'm gonna look this up. Lucas. Sparkling tinsel. They don't even call it glitter. Oh, that is very cool. $2.99. We're holding on to that one. My cart is further down. What else? We have like a little doll. She looks vintage in a cup with a rose. What is going on here? Oh my goodness. Just when you thought it couldn't get any cuter. Little handmade kittens in a tuna can. Okay, so we've got the vintage doll in the flower, handmade kittens in a tuna can, and we're taking the tinsel. Little turtles hatching out of eggs in a wood box. Tell you what, this job is not boring. All right, so I definitely want the doll. I'm gonna look her up. She seems to have some sort of little bow out the top of her head. Oh, she's an ornament. Look at that. All right, we're gonna have to open this to see what the story is. I wonder if the flower is original because it looks like it's kind of like falling apart. It looks like a real flower. All right, we're gonna have to open that. Definitely taking that. Unfortunately, I have to leave the kitties behind because, yeah, I don't trust the tuna can. No can do. I don't want to store that in the basement and then come down into the basement one morning and say, what smells like fish? That would not be good. All right, we're gonna take those two. Up down here we have some magenta plates. I recognize these. I feel like I've sold these before and they did better than I thought they were going to do. Now, is this the same magenta that is the originator of Ray Dunn line? I'm not sure. I know magenta, the word magenta came before Ray Dunn. Oh, I know what. I bet you Magenta is the company that made the plates for Ray Dunn. These are not Ray Dunn. Okay, so we have a raccoon. Look at that. Oh, these are adorable. Oh, the squirrel. Is it a squirrel or a chipmunk? How much are these? I really like these. $3.99. All right, I gotta go get my cart. We're taking all three things. Probably one of my favorite things to find is original artwork. You guys know I love original artwork. Except for this piece. This looks like it was done like mass production. Now it is original, and I could be wrong. It's got an Asian flair to it or an Oriental flair to it. And I feel like this was probably created in one of those things where you come to a hotel and it's mass painted. You know, there are a lot of artists just whipping out these paintings. Look at the staples that hold it in. And I think this is the original frame, because it's vintage, that this would have been in. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that. There's a little, this almost looks like a Pottery Barn piece with Grace's name monogrammed on that. Monogrammed? Painted. We'll just call it painted. Picture frames. Oh. Okay, Madonna and Child. It's kind of nice. $1.99. Pietro Mignard. That was the original. This is a postcard, I think. I'm going to go ahead and take this one. Stick that in the cart. Oh, this one's even nicer. Cathedral somewhere. I don't know where this is. Let's see if it says. Constable Cathedral di Salisbury. London. Oh, Wat and Shand. Okay, Wat and Shand, I think, was a large department store back in the day here in Lancaster. So that is a definite. This is a miniature. These are the ones I'm talking about. And I always find them in groups, or almost always. Okay, Three Wise Men. This one seems a little bit newer. Not necessarily new, still vintage. Oh, it's from the same thing, Wat and Shand. Nice. $1.99 for 3 of them. Well, $1.99 each for 3 of them. $6. Very, very happy with that. Seeing if there's anything else before we turn the corner in life. I do like this driftwood frame. I don't know if that's plastic or if that's real wood. It almost feels like plastic in the hand. I think so. I don't think that's real wood. I keep looking at this glitter. This is so cool. I'm dying to know what year this is from. So it does say Luco Sparkling Tinsel in shaker bottles. Attractive and beautiful, the best on the market. 4 ounces, and it was made in New York, or it came from New York. Look at that shaker top. I bet you the quality of this glitter is so much better than the quality of the glitter made today. I'm just kind of in love with this little bottle of glitter. This is one of my favorite finds so far. All right, we still have the little bisque doll. I did throw out the flower. I will still pay the regular price for all of it. The flower was shedding all over. She's not worth much, but I'm thinking 1930s or 40s for her. And I think she might have hung on a tree, a Christmas tree. $4, so I'll save her for $4. All right, a good start. Let's keep going. I'm sure the day will pick up. Okay, this is very unique. Who is making that? Oh, thank goodness it has a barcode, because it's very heavy and I really don't want to buy it. But when I see something like this unusual, I always have to take a look and see what's going on with it. Somebody used it as a planter, I think, because you can still see the styrofoam bits. I don't know what the original purpose. Maybe it is a planter. Maybe. All right. We have a handmade piece of pottery. Oh, it's a butter bell. Goodness, people have time in their lives to make their own butter bells. Unfortunately, it has a little spot here from the kiln. And there is the signature. I don't know what that says. Probably just initials. Looks handmade. I do like this. I have a real weakness for pottery, but pottery has been selling for me. So that is a great thing. As a matter of fact, I think I shipped out 2 or 3 pieces this morning. Oh, this piece of glass is nice, like a watermelon color. Boy, that's pretty. Okay, don't need that. What would I do with that? I could see this with a succulent plant on my vanity table. Yep, I actually have a proper vanity that when I put on my makeup, I set up my phone and play like other YouTube videos or a movie, and I grab myself something to drink, and I sit at my vanity and like all pretty things around me, but I don't think that's going to make the cut. All right, 2 more glass candlesticks. This is Kirkland's. $4.99. They look like they're mercury glass, but they're not. But those are nice. I did pick up the 3rd one. I think I showed that to you guys, and I put it on my buffet, my new buffet in the dining room. So that felt very good to complete the look and be done. Okay, and for those of you who answered what my favorite jelly bean flavor was, you're right, it was buttered popcorn. There still is buttered popcorn. I love that a lot of you shared what your favorite flavor is, and I know black licorice is a popular one also. Okay, we have a Pyrex baking dish with some fake fruit in it. I guess Goodwill put those in there. I like the beaded fruit. This is sort of like the more modern version. I feel like you can always tell a vintage graphic because the colors are just a little bit different. I don't know if the colors weren't as bright back then. Controlled Suds detergent. Stanzel for automatic washers. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Nice and rusty inside, but not too rusty. That is really cool. Okay, at first I thought it was a popcorn bucket. I think the bubbles made me want popcorn. All right, we're gonna stick that in the cart. Oh, how much is it? Before I go sticking things in my cart. Okay, $2.99. I'll try to put comps on the screen if I find one similar. All right, I also picked up these few dishes on a new cart that came out. This is a very skinny gravy boat. I have not comped it, but why would you want such a skinny gravy boat? I want a big fat gravy boat. Royal Crownford Ironstone. Hanley, England, in the wheat pattern. I would imagine this is not worth much, but I'm gonna go ahead and look this one up. I've never seen this before. I think the thing that's really interesting is that it's so skinny. I'm gonna stick that one in here gently. I also found a shamrock plate with lily pads. So the center is a shamrock, I think. And then these are lily pads, $3.99, made in Portugal. Trying to see what that says here, in Portugal, made in Portugal. That is really nice. I thought this would be nice, I know, for St. Patty's Day. We're only in July, but for $4, I thought this was really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. And the last thing that I found when you weren't looking is a deviled egg plate. Now, I hardly ever pick up deviled egg plates. This one's hand painted, and it does have a little bit of crackling in the glaze in the center rooster. And I'm definitely gonna soak that price sticker off because I don't want it pulling the rooster's face off. I don't see any chips or cracks. Made in Italy, number 509. I really like the aesthetic of that. Now I'm gonna have to make deviled eggs. All right, so all of those pieces are good. And let's go down the dishes aisle. Okay, the store is quite crowded, so it's getting a little bit hard to film. I'm always in the way. Other people are fine, it's me that's in the way. $2.99. You can see that the vintage felt has been pulled off, and from a distance I thought he was a seal. Just a hobbyist piece, really cute. Look at those long ears. But unfortunately, he's not in great shape. All right, got a green bowl with a crack up here, but I still like to look and see where it's being made. Oh, this is Italy. I like that green. It's like that real 80s hunter green, but it does have a crack, so I'm not going to even bother to look it up. It's a little bowl. Tastefully Simple. I don't know where that was sold. Oh, it was sold for Tastefully Simple. Huh. I thought it would have come from like Target or Kmart or something. What are these? Candle holders with a Robin Hood on it. An archer. Okay, how do I wind up in the plates section? And I have been selling quite a few plates. I've been doing well with Corel. What else have I been selling? I did sell the Tiffany, I think I talked about this. I sold the Tiffany Espresso or Demi-Tasse set in the booth. Yeah, I shared that with you guys last time. Oh, this is adorable. Nobody's making it. Little cheese plate. That's cute. Ooh, look at this big bowl. Whoa, that is heavy. And you can see the paint is chipping off. It's a big swirl painted bowl that was probably sold in like Gabe's or Ross's. All right, so this is the pillow aisle. I think that's what we call this, and pets. And I normally don't come down this aisle because I really don't sell a lot of pet things or whatever, but I just had to show you this. What? First of all, it's knives. So I'm thinking somebody put this back. Now the cardboard, I think, is how Goodwill puts the knife out for safety's sake, which very much appreciated. But these knives are worst off from Germany. Let's take a look at the cleaver. I don't know if I'm saying worst off. W-U-S-T-H-O-F. I recognize this right away. This is a German company, gorgeous quality. $5 for the meat cleaver. We have two, I'm going to call them steak knives. That's probably incorrect, for $3. A big one. Now, I don't see the knife block, so I'm thinking that it either got separated or there was no knife block. And I always try to check the tip of the knife because many times the tip will break off. $4. So we're taking that one. And last but not least, this big giant one. I don't know what this is. $4. The quality on these are gorgeous. So if you don't know worst off, you want to check. Oh, there's the logo. Let me show you the logo so you can see what that looks like. See that? Oh, it's upside down. Let's turn it the other way. These are gorgeous and in beautiful condition. I'm gonna guess that, okay, so what am I paying here? 5, 8, 12, 13, 14, $16, and I'm guessing this is gonna be close to the $100 mark for all of these knives. So we are definitely putting these in the cart. I forgot to show you, I had grabbed this one before I turned on the camera to show you where I was finding them. So I guess the moral of the story is always go down the pillows aisle. And this one, $2.99. I forgot I put this one in the cart. Yeah. So I will put comps on the screen for those. This is so far the find of the day. I'm very happy with these. I saw this just get placed out. And this is newer, $2.99. I'm wondering if this is weatherproof, because a couple of years ago I picked up an iron plant stand and it had like a metal white planter in it, and I used it, you know, outside my front door, and it's just gotten so ruined. It's all like decrepit, and I thought, I should just throw that whole thing out. But I'm pretty sure this will fit in replacing the white metal piece. So I think I'm gonna grab this, $2.99. Even if it doesn't work out for what I need it to, you know, $3 is a no-brainer. And I don't want to have to buy a new metal planter that's going to cost me like $20. I would probably get rid of the whole thing. But yeah, I think this is a good score. All right, see, I do buy stuff for myself once in a while. I really like this. Okay, just running comps on the Royal Crownford Ironstone Skinny Gravy Boat. Skinny Gravy Boat. And this is the brand. So I just put in Royal Crownford Ironstone Gravy Boat. $6, $9.99. That's for a pitcher. Some of the bigger pitchers can do well, but most of this, I don't even see a gravy boat. And I'm guessing it would probably bring like maybe $6 to $8. So I think I'm quite happy to put the Skinny Gravy Boat back. But it was worth looking up. Okay, so I'm just thinking this was the dishes aisle. It's kind of a mix of pots and pans and ceramics. And I noticed a Ray Dunn gobble spoon rest. Now, you know me, I'm not really big on the Ray Dunn stuff, but that is quite cute. That is adorable. Ray Dunn, the Artisan Collection by Magenta. See, there's that Magenta name. So I'm really thinking that Magenta was the original company and they made Ray Dunn for a while, and then Ray Dunn split off. I have no idea. Now that is a cute spoon rest, but I never have Thanksgiving at my house. Roger's family is so big, we usually rent like a whole big space, like a American Legion or something like that, and there's usually like, I don't know, 50 to 70 people. So I don't know, do I want the gobble spoon? And now there's a gobble butter cover, but no under tray. But I have to say, those are really cute. All right. I think I'm just tired. I think I'm just wanting everything. Do you guys get like that? Like once you start putting stuff in your cart, forget it. It's like an avalanche. You just keep picking things up. These are newer, I think. I don't know what's making me think that way. They do have some age, but I don't think they're really high sellers. There are 3 of them. Let me grab the 3rd one. Okay, so one has like a ripple to it, and the 2 jars on the side are plain. Yeah, I think we're going to leave those. Let me tell you, the inventory is pouring into this store today. It's crazy. There are so many shoppers and everybody's carts are filled. It's just bizarre. Let me just see what this is. $3.99. Dancing cats doing the can-can. Oh, this is fantastic. I believe it's made out of wood. I see it's a wall hanger. That is so cute. Do we love some dancing cats? Absolutely. Those are adorable. They do have a little bit of distressing on the ears, but I kind of think it makes them even more endearing. All right, this one's going in the cart. What do you think? Do you like the present I brought for you? Coleman camping stove.
We go camping.
Yeah, well, we go camping. We have all the things to go camping. We just don't have the time. Yeah, don't blow us up.
Yeah.
But it looks older, doesn't it? And it's metal. Somebody's gonna want this.
Yeah, us.
Us? Really? What are you gonna cook for me when we go camping?
The traditional burgers and hot dogs.
That's okay.
Even got a funnel.
Look at that, we're in. What are they asking for it? I don't know. When I see Coleman, and especially the older stuff,
Yeah.
I think it's cool. We could probably even sell that in a booth.
$9.99.
$9.99. We'll look it up. So we might be taking that. Let's look at Roger's cart, shall we? We have some skateboards. You got all kinds of good stuff today. Oh my gosh.
Patagonia hat. I just picked that
Patagonia.
up.
Yeah.
There's a little cleaning.
You're not going to try that on for us? People are going to be like, don't try on hats in Goodwill. Oh, whatever. Okay, you might want to keep that one. A little tight? What were you going to say?
It's,
Oh, you
no,
made
I
it.
just didn't adjust it.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 skateboards. This is kind of neat. The old mini,
Oh, I got an old tin
minnow,
too.
old minnow bucket.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah, that's for when we go fishing, when we camp. And then you'll cook the fish on the Coleman stove. Either that or we'll get McDonald's.
Another Starbucks.
Oh.
It's kind of cute. I'm hooked on these Starbucks. I like the
pattern?
pattern.
Okay.
Steve Carl.
Don't even tell me you're getting a bobblehead?
A bobblehead. This one's a
Why?
little bit rare.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it brings $6 instead of
No,
$5?
like 35.
Get out of here.
35
Really?
or 40. It's got the pitching mound here, or the rubber.
I don't even know what
kinda
any of that
neat.
means. It's kind of like, you know when Charlie Brown's teacher talked and
You have
she
to
was
have
like,
your-
womp, 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 womp,
You have
womp.
to have
That's a little
your
that.
you have to have your foot on that when you pitch.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind next time I'm on the pitching mound.
This is pretty good. Got it's a whole thing brand new. It's a brand new battery in there, charger. And the strap looks like it's new. It's a Canon PowerShot 1100 IS.
I think we've sold those before. I haven't had blue though. I think the ones I have are usually like a burgundy or
I
a
looked-
red color.
I looked 2 of them up.
Did you?
I looked that up and I found there was quite a few, but I had 2. 220, 250,
What?
95
95
bids for the
bids?
exact same thing. This
Get
one's 220. It's the exact same camera. And that has all the
And
little
what,
extras.
What are you paying for this again?
$12.99.
Nice score, babe.
Yes, that's a good.
Okay,
It was just sitting up there.
we eating at Texas Roadhouse tonight. You think I'm joking?
An old, I'm not sure, I couldn't find this exact one. So the Power Ray 6-volt lantern. It's kind of neat.
Okay, for camping
Old-
again?
Yep, for camping.
Didn't the old coal miners have a lens like this on their helmets?
I think so.
Right?
yeah.
Isn't it like similar?
Yeah.
What period do you think this? Do you know when this is from? Is it like the 1940s? Big
Yeah, I'm
carts
not
of vintage
sure.
stuff came out today, guys, and we were just all over it. Now, we don't have a ton of vintage knowledge about stuff like this, but there's Google Image. There's, you know, comping stuff.
Paintbrush for you.
For me, I'm always painting something for me. Oh, so you're not joining into that fun, huh?
This is an old, I'm not sure about this, a little beat up. But it's an old thermos.
Did you open that thermos and smell inside? Oh, look how old genuine
Genuine
thermos. Oh, that is
thermos.
cool.
I didn't look inside, it might be,
Stand back. Hold your nose.
oh, look at that.
Oh, it's a cork.
A
What?
cork.
A cork? No. There is no screw thread, so a cork might be. I have never seen a thermos with a.
Oh, look at it behind us.
Okay, and now everything is totally out of control. A few carts came out, new carts, and we are just like taking stuff. The Coleman stove is a yes?
I think so.
Okay. All right, we're taking the dancing cats. This I showed you. I think some of this I've showed you. The deviled egg plate we're definitely taking. Let's put that in here. We saw some of Roger's cart. We just put back a bicycle because, you know. There's that. I want the miniature pictures.
Didn't see my Eagles helmet.
You got an Eagles helmet? You seem pretty excited about. Oh, look at that.
It actually fits. A little tight.
A little tight. You You can wear it while you're cooking on the Coleman stove.
Actually, it's a lot tight.
Oh no, don't get it stuck.
Not a little tight. That's most for costumes. You're not even supposed to use them to play. It's just for a costume.
That's a children's.
Yeah, children's.
How did you even fit that on that big head?
It fit, but it was tight.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not for contact play.
Okay. So it's just pretend. All right.
One more thing.
Oh, one more thing. He has to show us one more thing.
Look at this thing.
What is that?
Look at how big that lure is.
What is that, for like catching a whale?
Muskies, lake trout, pike.
Oh, don't even say that, because if this hook is for a lake trout, I'm never swimming in a lake again. How big would the fish be?
Well, muskies, I think they have to be like 30-some inches to keep them.
That's almost 3 feet.
Yeah,
like
I think
2.5 feet.
Maybe 36 to keep them. I'm not positive. I don't.
Wait, make the motion of 36 inches with your hands. I'm thinking a yardstick. There are fish that big in a lake?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm never swimming in a lake. We get in a pool.
That thing's huge.
That is huge.
$2.99.
I still think a fish that's only 2.5 to 3 feet would not need this big a hook. Look at that hook.
Yeah, it looks like for jaws.
Right? We're gonna need a bigger boat. All right, we're gonna need a bigger cart. All right, this I fell in love with. Look at these bottles. These are J. Roberts, and they are Castleford bottles. I don't know what originally came in these bottles. They're $2.99. They're so heavy, and they've got like a marble in there. I'm not exactly sure. I guess the marble was, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but we're getting both of these because I ran comps on these. These are gonna do well. So we're gonna move that one there. And I got a second one. What's better than one bottle? Two. All right, I wanna make sure I don't break my bottles. Sorry, this shop with me is turning into a haul, but that's just the way it is. My tag fell off of this table runner. We got to get that reattached. All right, a Singer sewing machine. I'm thinking this is a salesman's model, or it was to sew hems. No idea. $9.99, very heavy iron. Look at the detail. This is a real working model. And again, I will show you comps on this. This was just sitting there on the shelf, just waiting for me. When you see that it has the Made in USA with logo like that, look how beautiful this is. I would take this even if the comps only brought 20, 25, but this one's gonna do well, so I will be sure to show that. All right, we found a little crib that has no price tag on it. So we know that story. They're probably not gonna sell it to us. But I thought the thing that was cute about this little crib, move over little cat, was that the side really goes up and down. How good is that? Somebody's gonna need this little crib for their dollhouse. I doubt I could get them to give me a price, but I'd really like a price. This one has no price.
You want it?
Yes, thank you. All right, a burlap bag, Horseware, Ireland. Thank you. Horseware, Ireland. I think Horseware is equestrian gear. Is that right? I don't know. $2.99. Gee, that's pretty smart of me. Horseware. I think it's, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna look this up, but I'm keeping this. I think this is very cool, and the bag was made in Ireland. All right, I think we've gotten, this is my purse. We have another vintage knife down here that I just grabbed, but I don't think I'm taking this one. Plastic handle. It is vintage, quick cut. I will look it up, but I don't expect this to bring any kind of money. And what else? All right, there's my handbag. This was the table runner. Oh, and we have one more piece to end this portion of the haul, a blowtorch. Why not? I have everything else in the cart. All right, so for $5, it is a vintage blowtorch. I think there might be something broken off of the top right there, maybe, maybe not. But I'm gonna look this one up. Okay, so that's what it's looking like around here. I did scoop this piece of artwork off of the cart. And they're ducks. Yeah, I'm not too in love with them. All right, very, very vintage looking. This is a water painting, and it does have a signature. I will look this up along with the blowtorch. I'm sure you guys are gonna appreciate this. So I'm pushing my cart around the corner, and I see this lamp. And you know what my first thought is? Oh, that's a really good lamp. I could stand under this fully. This thing's gotta be 7 feet high. Is that crazy? Like, I'm not buying it, but that my mind still thinks that. You know, I come into the store like kidding myself, like, oh, I'll just get a few small things, you know, things that are valuable, easy to ship. Where would I even keep something like that? It is really cool though. I don't know who makes it. I don't think it's vintage. Doesn't look like it. I'm looking for a maker's mark. And then, this is like industrial. This is crazy. Newer plug. Goodwill wants $20 for it. I don't know. Is that Target? I don't think so. It even has this whole loop thing to keep it grounded, to balance it so it doesn't fall over. Let me stand back this way so we can all appreciate this together. Look how big that is. It's bigger than the Goodwill door. Ugh, somebody needs that. It's just not me. Not today. All right, we are definitely on the lamps aisle. Have I been selling lamps? I have. It's the smaller ones that have been selling. I think most people are afraid of big furniture and big lamps. Sorry, am I holding you up? I do like the vintage ones. They're a little bit harder to sell unless it's a true mid-century modern thing going on. All right, this one's pottery. Ooh, that's heavier. Let's take a look at the plug. Okay, older, but not real old. That's almost kind of nice. All right, let's go down the next aisle and see if we can see what else we find. Lots of electronics, which is a definite no for me. Here's a banker's lamp, $4.99. This is a modern one. The old ones are gorgeous. When you see the old ones, the base is like solid brass. They are super, super heavy. This is kind of like not so heavy, not so much. Lots of printers, toaster ovens, always toaster ovens. And a few clocks and keyboards. If you ever need a keyboard, this is the place for you. All right, I see some other lamps on the next aisle. Let's go down the next aisle. That's not brass. That's like ceramic, I think, painted like brass. Okay, so I did get my Arteriers lamp listed. I priced high. And then if it doesn't sell in, I'm gonna say like maybe a month, 6 weeks, I will lower the price. I probably will never put that in the booth because our booth is located in an area where people have a simpler aesthetic. What are these posters about? Oh, I think it's baseball. I'm gonna bring these to Roger. Done. Okay, there's a laundry basket up there, which Ann Eckhart, do you guys watch Ann on YouTube? Ann is a wealth of knowledge. You watch her channel and you don't realize how much you learn from Ann. I will try to link her channel below so you guys can check out Ann. I love her. She's a long-time seller, and she recently talked about that vintage Rubbermaid laundry baskets can bring good money. Now, this is not a vintage Rubbermaid, but that's what made my mind think of that subject. Oh, we have a metal. This almost looks like it's for bullets and artillery and all that good stuff. Looks very army-ish. All right, we're gonna bring Roger the posters. Probably not worth anything, but we'll see if he wants them. All right, we now have a wagon train of carts, it looks like. What are you looking up over here? Precious Moments.
Yeah, I just looked that up.
Did you?
Yeah, it does. I actually think I took a picture of it.
Now, you always talk about the Precious Moments nativity set does well, right?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah, it
and you
does
always
pretty
pick
well.
those up?
Yeah, but most precious moments don't do very well.
Okay, so what made you
some-
look at this one?
I just was walking around, saw it, and I just figured out.
Okay,
just check
just
it
on a
out.
whim.
But there's one's 85 and 79.99.
For precious moments. Okay, these are brand
These
new.
are sold. That one's new too.
It is?
Yeah,
Okay, and what are you paying for this?
$6.99. That's good.
So you know a precious moment seller,
So
dealer.
now we're really doing Texas Roadhouse.
I'm in. Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna need to get some sort of bungee cord system when we start to do this, because we'll probably wind up with like, I don't know, 5 or 6 carts today maybe. I'm always looking for a trick on how to pull multiple carts. You guys said turn this cart around and use the child seat belt and hook them together, which would work, but these carts wheel a little wonky anyway, so I'm not sure it would wheel smoothly, but we could try that. But with 2 of us, we should be able to do 3 carts. Now that Roger and I have 3 carts between us, I feel like I can relax a little bit. I mean, I'm never panicking to get inventory because in my area, inventory is crazy available. You guys know, you see what I pick up. But you know what's funny? When we come in the beginning of the day, I'm very focused on getting footage and showing you guys what we're finding. And okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, and so it's almost manic because everybody's in the house, all the resellers, everybody's grabbing stuff. And then after I complete at least 1 full cart, if not 2, the thing I want to do is go up and down the aisles and look at stuff. Why is that? Does anybody else work at a certain location and then on your day off go back to your work location to do it all at a slower pace? No, this business is very funny. The Eagle of the Sea. It is just a print, but isn't that spectacular? $1.99. I really like the aesthetic of that. Oh my word, more coming out. Cart after cart, I'm gonna point it down for all the people. I don't know if there's anything good. There was a lot of good stuff coming out this morning. Oh, we see a pig, a ceramic pig with succulents in him. Okay, he's very cheaply done, but he's kind of cute. This is a different hose, and it still has water in it. Look at that. Is that lights or is that a hose? I don't even know what's going on here. All right, I don't see anything down there. Let's go back to our relaxing aisle. So there are our carts, 3 lined up. We're buying all of that. The store has considerably calmed down. I think everybody's left except for a few people, which is so nice. And now it's just my time to relax and go up and down the aisles and not feel like, you know, I have to rush and grab stuff or get stuff or like plug in and concentrate. Now I can just look at pictures of Superman that somebody drew. Good job, David. He must have been so proud of himself back in '91. But alas, his picture has wound up in Goodwill. This is very relaxing. Sometimes even when I'm having a little time off, I will drop into a thrift store and not get a cart, not be pushing big cartloads of stuff. Who is making this? Okay, see, Rambo, you didn't make that. York, Pennsylvania. I almost feel like this is Hager. I don't think it is. I don't know vases well enough. Very Art Deco design. I'm going to Google image this. All right, so let's go into Google. See if I can do this with one hand this way. This is not my normal thumb. Well, it's my thumb, but you know. And now we just hit the magnifying glass. And very similar Fallsgraph Art Deco vase. So that one, I don't think that one's Fallsgraph because it's not marked. Yeah, McCoy, could be a McCoy, but again, not marked. All right, very scratched, but I don't know who's, yeah, it just says York. I guess I could just put in York 285 along with the picture. Let's try that. Okay, still not finding anything. That one says Fallsgraf, so maybe it is Fallsgraf. Yeah, 1930s vintage Fallsgraf, York, PA. Very interesting. So does this one bring any kind of money? Even though this is not our design, we're going to click on that. Okay, we're going to do a visit. It's going to bring you to, oh, it's a different site, which a lot of times you can't rely on these sites. It says it sold for $30. Yeah, I'm thinking probably not. It's not bad. It does have a lot of surface scratching. And as a general rule, I don't pick up Fallsgraf, but it's very cool to get the education of it. Do I want that? Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I think I could look up Fallsgraf 1930s to get an idea of what vases are selling for. And it does have a really nice aesthetic, but like I said, you'd really have to use like Barkeeper's Friend or something like that to get all of that scratching off. All right, I could give that a think about. Probably not, but I could think about it. All right, a lot of the crowd has left, so I'm just going to show you this latest cart that came out with all of these women's vintage hats. Look how fantastic these are. All right, so for each hat, they want $2.99. Now this one is wool. You can see a little bit of moth damage there, but how fantastic is this? This is, I believe this is Irene of New York. Irene of New York. Isn't this wonderful? Even though it has a little damage, I do feel tempted. But I think because it's right in the front, that might be a deal breaker for most people. Next hat up, oh, is this everything? It's like a tam o' shanter or a beanie. It almost reminds me of a brownie in Girl Scouts. Don't they wear little loop top hats like that? Okay, so this one is called Right Impression by Bill Horseman. $2.99. I don't see any damage on it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in the cart. That is just everything. Look how cute that is. Next up, it's like a little woman's fedora with the bow trim. Look at that. It's like a quiver with arrows, but only it's made out of feathers. Again, $2.99. Let's see who's making this one. This is Mr. John Classics. Navy blue. It seems to be in good shape. It needs a little lint rollering. Is that a word? Rollering? But we're going to go ahead and grab that one. I feel really sad about this one. I wish this didn't have damage. I think this would do really well. Yeah, moth damage is always not good. All right, this looks to be mohair. And the grosgrain ribbon does have a little bit of staining on there. It's got its hat pin. No maker's mark or label. I don't think there was one there. Somebody could have made it. It could have been like, you know, a woman was learning to make hats. It could be like, what do I want to say, handmade? Okay, this one's very cool. Look at this red one. Is this even knitted? Oh, it's got a little rosette hat pin on the side. And what does this say? 45% wool, 40% chloral fiber, 15% nylon, made in Italy. That is fantastic. We're going to go ahead and grab that one. And this gray one. Look at the netting with the little chenille puffs. Oh, these are fantastic. Does this one have damage? Again, some little moth came along and had a snack. Ah, that is a shame. Oh, it's got the grosgrain ribbon rosettes on the back. Look how good this is. I don't know what years these are from. I'm gonna guess 40s, or I don't think these are 50s. I think by the 50s they were doing like a pillbox hat. Yeah. Oh, I wish I knew more about this niche. I don't know a lot about it. And when I look it up, there are just so many hats. It's really hard to know what people are gonna want. Now, because this one has staining, I definitely will not pick this one up. This is the one I'm bemoaning. Look how good that is. But too much damage. Damage there, yeah. Oh, but just so fun. All right, leave a comment down below if you have ever picked up women's vintage hats. Very fun. And now I've lost total track of what aisles we've been down. Here's a sconce or a little wall shelf. Ooh, that is wood. So you know, why can't we have two of these? I always need two. $4.99, that's not horrible. I'd rather see $2.99, especially if you only have one Goodwill. All right, we might have been on this aisle because I think I announced it was the figurines aisle, or did I announce that on the wrong aisle? Probably. We might have seen these nativity pieces a couple of weeks ago. I think they're still here. Lots of angels and different icons. There's some penguins, a little penguin family. There's no marking on it. All right, except for these very big apple canisters. I think that's it for today. Hit that like and subscribe button, and as always, go out and get what's yours.